Hey Capricorn, this is your reading for the last half of May. I'm a little bit behind, but I'm finishing the rest of my readings today. I had a ton of technical difficulties the last 2 weeks. It's been not very fun trying to get things to film and to load it has been, let's just say, I would think now, like before then, that I had that it was Mercury retrograde because there were so many issues, but no. It is, I have like makeup or something on there. But things are a lot better now. So I've noticed that I need to shorten my videos and, yeah. So a lot shorter videos, and if I do longer ones in the future, then I just will have to do a setup different anyways. But this will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Capricorn. If you do not have Capricorn in those placements, then you were just, the title is what drew you in. That's for a reason. It's because the video is meant for you. There's a message in here for you. Please subscribe to the channel so we can grow it. And I can continue to do this for you guys every day. I would love to be able to do YouTube full time. I absolutely love doing readings. I live in a really small town, so I don't know. I just find YouTube's a lot easier for me. It doesn't drain me as bad. My readings, I usually do love readings. That's what I start to go with. But for some reason, if Spirit wants to take it to a different place, then that's what's going to happen. I always leave it open. Okay. So the overall energy for the reading is the Fool, and on the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords. Okay, so first off, you have a new beginning happening with your passion being ignited. I feel like after some trials and some hard times, honestly, because you had to walk away from something because you had refused to see something in the past. Like you were kind of almost blinded yourself and you said, no, I'm not gonna see that. But then karma came in and reared her head, and I'm not going to say ugly head because sometimes karma just needs to be paid. You know, you can't run away from it. But it's all about divine timing. And this also could be about a divine partner, because we have Temperance here, and Temperance can be about divine partnerships. But after some rest and reflection, you are ready to start again. Let's get some clarification. Temptation, choices. You may have lied, cheated in the past, you guys, or someone else had. And the only reason I say that is because we have Judgment and the Devil, and then we have choices and the Knight of Wands. So Everybody reads different. This is how I'm saying it. Just because a card comes out, it doesn't mean that it has a basic meaning, okay? So if you hear something from a different reader in these same cards, it's because they read it a certain way. Everybody has interpretation. We're all meant to hear things differently. It's all supposed to be meant for read for a specific purpose, for a specific message. Okay, really big time mental prison here. I feel like you want more from life. Like you want happiness and you're just kind of... So we have the 8 of Swords twice. Okay. But what you need to understand is that sometimes it takes reflection and nurturing yourself to reveal what is hidden. I feel like you felt like the world was against you, like everybody was lying to you, like you just couldn't get the truth out of people. But you do have a divine partnership here, okay? The reason I say that is because we have Temperance and then the Lovers right on top. That's divine partnership, okay? You guys, when you overthink, you create scenarios in your head that didn't happen. Or sometimes the overthinking will create negative to come in because it lures it in with that negative thinking and energy. Okay? But you have wish fulfillment here. We have the 10 of Cups that just popped up after the Lovers and the Temperance card. It's just getting out of our heads long enough to communicate. 9 of Cups, okay? If you already know who this person is, I feel like you'll know when the time is right. Yeah. Because you have a new beginning here. It's about to... Ooh, pardon me for just a moment. I like to, sometimes when I'm not paying attention, I shuffle my cards the wrong way. And then I do it the right way. So they don't get all messed up. Okay. It's first thing in the morning, so my hands takes a minute to get use out of them. I cooked professionally for 17 years, so my hands are a little bit stiff. Okay. You have lessons you've needed to learn. Karma has needed to be paid. But judgment can also be about divine partnerships. It's almost like one of the scenarios could be is you refuse to see someone as a divine partner because you didn't see them in that way, like you weren't in that place. Almost like they were your best friend, you know, and you didn't want to see them as your divine partner for the, you know, for eternity. This person inspires you. And divine timing has come up again. That is a big thing here. Okay. Because someone in this situation is not awakened yet. They're unawakened. But they're going to be inspired. It's just a matter of time before their awakening process starts. And I say that's probably because some of you have not met yet. Okay? This person admires you and they want to offer you something here. But pride and ego is creating a barrier, okay? It's creating a barrier for the reason why you guys are not together. Or just things like barriers can be people, it can be states of mind, it can just be energy. Shadow work has to be worked on. Sometimes, okay, so with the family card, it can be you need to work on some things with some family members. Sometimes it's even we need to lean on some family members who can give us some insight that we hadn't yet thought of, or something that we just need to hear. Third party, that's the barrier. And I feel like for some of you, it is family members, parents, siblings, just people who are not a positive influence. Like they have a stake in it. They're trying to use their influence to, their relationship with a person to, control the situation. Because they may be really close and they don't want that person to give up their time. Okay. Abandonment issues are here. That may be the other thing in the family that we need to work on. Some inner child stuff. There's abandonment issues. There is some financial issues here. You would like to have more abundance. Okay. Okay. I feel like there is some deception going on. So deception behind somebody's back is going on, with the third party. Not that it's necessarily against you, but the person who is involved might be being deceived somebody might be doing something behind their back, which in turn is creating the victim mentality. But forgiveness, or if you were deceived and you feel like a victim, you're not, you're a survivor. Because having the victim mentality creates the barrier and creates blocks from abundance coming in, from your awakening being held off, forgiveness, lessons. Forgiveness, it's just, the forgiveness is for you. Because honestly, something comes to mind when I think about that, and it's holding on to something is not hurting the other person who it's against, who you're holding your forgiveness back from. It's only hurting you and blocking you. So forgiveness needs to be given. It doesn't mean that you have to be friends with the person, but just letting go, forgiving, and moving on is the best thing to do. And it doesn't mean you have to let them, it's like I said, you don't have to let them back in your life. You don't have to be friends with them. You can just say, I forgive you, and move on. because we have devotion here. I feel like you both are devoted to each other, if not in the 3D, definitely in the 5D. So that means your higher selves, your soul, the parts that are not aware, you are devoted. You both are devoted to your divine partner, even if you don't know them yet. And why relationships may not be working out is because you are devoted to that person. Your higher self and your other person's higher self may be devoted to each other. There's just so many. It's a general reading, so it's like, it's not like laid out in front of me and be like, oh, it's like a code that you have to decipher. You have to understand the sequences, and you have to listen to your intuition to be able to understand it. So if it doesn't resonate, guys, then this just isn't the reading for you. Just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. You know, don't try to make the shoe fit. Okay. And there'll be times where sometimes things will resonate and other things won't, you know. Not the whole story is supposed to be exactly fit, because this reading is for thousands of people. If it doesn't resonate, check the other signs in your chart. Your moon, your rising, and your Venus, or your ascendant, is your rising, ascendant is the same thing. I've heard it called those two different things. Okay. For those who don't know how to check your birth chart, you go on to justastrologythings.com. That one's my particular favorite. And in the top left-hand corner, there's 3 lines where you can go to check the menu, and you go to birth natal chart. You have to know what time you're born or about. You have to know where you were born. Obviously, you put in your birth date, and it has you put in your name, but it gives you your entire chart. I like it because just the format of it is just very pleasing to my eye. Okay, but then also when you scroll down, it'll tell you about yourself through all the different placements. Not all of them, but like the main ones. Okay. So for those who don't know how to check their birth chart, and if you don't know, it's okay. It just helps narrow it down. But that's a good way to check. Justastrologythings.com. That one's my favorite. It's just a really good and specific one. Okay, the Fool again. You guys have new beginnings coming in. Okay? You have the Fool twice. So if somebody is unawakened, they are going to be awakened. Because if you're working on yourself, they are in turn meant to as well. Crown chakra. A lot of people. So I would say, gosh, I think all the readings I did yesterday, and I did 4, had this, I would say 3 out of 4, I think, had the crown chakra come up. You're not letting information come in from spirit. It's blocked. And there's also meditations on YouTube that will help with that. You can listen to while you sleep, or if you're just resting and taking time out, that's a good way to do it. There's some truth that either you're going to receive, you're going to give some truth that's going to help somebody. Maybe you need to live your life in truth, okay? Prosperity begins. That block of abundance will be removed, okay? You will be prosperous. And that's just not money, it could be in many things, in love, in life, wherever you want to be prosperous. And remember, guys, that when you start, it's a never-ending process. We're always working on ourselves. We're always people sometimes go get energy work, and I have to say I was one of those people. You would go get energy work and you're like, oh, I just had this done, I'm fine. No, it's a never-ending journey because life happens and things come in and they shake our world sometimes. Okay? We've got to consistently heal and work on ourselves because there's so many layers. Recognition and reward. This is the Three of Cups in tarot. And then this card is the Ace of Cups in tarot. So prosperity, recognition, reward. It's coming in, Capricorn. And also your third eye is blocked. That's our intuition. That's, you know, we're not using it. It's like once we remove, so it's like this whole area is blocked, okay? Well, I haven't got to the throat, so that hasn't came out yet. We'll see. But so far, your crown and your third eye is, and there are, like I said, meditations on YouTube. It's just music and frequency, which just really helps us relax. And there's things that, you know, it just kind of is a way to help you let go and just meditate. Meditating is so important, you guys. Choose wisely. So this is it's not the Seven of Cups, but it's the only way, or the best way to choose wisely. The best way to choose wisely is with your third eye. It helps you make better decisions because you're seeing and you're hearing. And that goes hand in hand, okay? To receive and to listen with that third eye and to see. Sometimes we have to sacrifice, okay? Yeah. Sacrifice sometimes has to happen. Sometimes we have to, excuse me. Sometimes we have to let go of things that we don't want to let go. But it's for our highest good because financial and material changes are going to come in. Better things are going to come in, okay? Base chakra. So that is your root. And one of the best ways to clear your base chakra and even all your chakras is to ground. And to ground, they say to walk in sand, you know, barefoot. Unless it's really hot. But then it's also imagining, or in dirt, or in, you know, just going out in nature, or just going on a walk. Doing something that relaxes you. That makes you feel at peace. We just have lots of blocks here. And it's like you're blocked from your top and you're blocked from your bottom. And there's even, okay, it's probably because you guys are exhausted and you need to rejuvenate. Honestly, if you're in a position where you can't go out and walk around because you work or you just are not in that type of an area where you want to take your shoes off, like I said, on YouTube, there is even a 7 chakra meditations that if you can stand it, to listen to it while you sleep is one of the best ways. You know, there's so many amazing meditations to listen to. There are even some guided ones, just because not everybody lives in a place where they can go out into nature or, you know, be in a place where they can relax. So sometimes sleep is the only way. Okay. Oh gosh, this is already at 24 minutes. All right, final messages. I I was trying to keep it at 20 minutes. I got a little bit over that. So final messages, final messages. Okay. Final messages. Intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. You're meant to be happy. Things are going to get better. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. See, remember, you guys, your base chakra was off. You're not grounded. You need to ground yourself. And that even maybe with smudging, taking sea salt baths, Epsom salt baths, you know, those are also good as well. Stay calm. See the good in yourself and others. See the light of the world. I think it's just about listening to your intuition, opening up those chakras that are blocked through meditation, through grounding, so that the good things can come in to you and you can receive instead of blocking it. You'll be shocked how fast it happens. Okay, I'm going to end that here, but I appreciate you guys for watching my videos today. It's so easy to just go on because I have so many decks here and I just feel like there's so many messages to come through. So until next time, please subscribe, please like, and please share. It's a great way to interact with the channel. And when you hit the subscribe channel, hit the bell so that you can get notifications for when I have new videos come up. I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Have a great day.